This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth, and peace and blessings on all you brethren pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. To the 144,000, the house of David, Shalom. It's the brother Don Gabar here from GMS Los Angeles with another lesson. Lord willing to feed the lambs of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and give you warning from the Lord, all right? And I started this very quick lesson with Revelations 13 and 16 because I was reading this article, which, basically shows you, the end game of what these elite are ultimately trying to do, all right? And, we've been warning you, we've been telling you, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and ad nauseum going through Revelations 13, 16, 17, telling you what this devil is about to force and bring upon the whole planet Earth, man. And that's what this whole World Economic Forum, the Davos Group, all these meetings you see with Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates and, just this whole agenda that's being brewed up, in these times is all leading to, this prophecy being fulfilled. Which is that thing they're going to put into your right hand or in your forehead, which is the Charagma, which we have here at Great Millstone have been teaching ad nauseum, and constantly giving you warning and giving you warning. And every time we come across information dealing with this, we give you warning as we have been commanded to do, and I say that to say this, which I'm going to read just a little bit of this article, because as I was reading it, it basically showed you the end game of what these globalists are having all these different meetings and forums about, which is, having that total control over, every aspect of your life. And this is ultimately what they're going to deceive the whole world into taking at the end of the day. And that's why you're seeing all this order being done out of chaos. That's why you see the orchestrated famines, the inflation, the hyperinflation, the imploding of this current monetary and financial system that we're in right now, because they have a new world order to bring in, all right, which is ultimately going to be complete and total control over every aspect of your life. And that's why you're seeing all of this talk of, carbon footprint tracking and all these things of that nature, man. And they're basically going to lock you into a system to where, you're going to have to be monitored and watched and hounded over, day in and day out over every aspect of your life, man. And these devils will have total control over it. All right. And that's what a lot of you people are going to eventually sign up for, which is, fulfilling Revelations 13 and 16. So I'm going to read a little bit of this article, and then I'm going to close it out and just make the point. This is from Natural News. It says, globalists want to track your individual carbon footprint for total control over your travel, food, and consumption of goods, you see. And that sums up what I read in Revelations, that you will not be able to buy or sell, say he that had the mark, all right? And how are they going to have total control over your travel, your food and consumption, and whether you can work or buy or sell or go to the hospital or get medication or raise a family or have children or drive a car or travel? All of these things will be in the control of these globalists, man. All right. And once you sign on and you allow them to put that mark up in you, man, guess what? You become their sole property, man. All right. And this is where, and this is the end game, just like, what's his name? Aaron Russo told Alex Jones, man. That Nick Rockefeller told him at the end of the day, the end game is they want to get everybody Charagma. All right. And with that, we'll have complete and total control and lordship over the people, man. All right. So that means whenever, they tell you it's time for you to roll up the sleeve and get tacos sauced up, hey, you're going to have to do it. Or otherwise, they'll be able to kill you, man, or separate you from their, from buying or selling or eating or operating or traveling or anything, man. Complete, total digital slave system that this devil is bringing upon the whole planet Earth, man. And he's going to be watching you, surveilling you with these, with all these cameras and AI and 5G and 6G. He'll be tracking you everywhere you go, man. You'll be totally, enslaved, man. So I just want to read a couple of paragraphs and I'm just going to close it because it says it all, man. All right. And it further proves the point of Revelation, the 13th chapter. It says the World Economic Forum met in Davos, Switzerland to discuss the future of controlling humanity, you see? And that's what this New World Order is really all about. And that's what the Charagma is all about, controlling you, man. All right? It says J. Michael Evans, president of the Alibaba Group, talked about the development of an individual carbon footprint tracker. We're developing through technology an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint, said Alibaba's Michael Evans. What does that mean? That's where they're traveling, how they're traveling, what they are eating, what they are consuming on the platform. Individual carbon footprint tracker. See? Stay tuned. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we are working on. And they've been working on it, all right? Whenever they tell you that, oh, this is something that we're working on, it's in the works. No, they already have this technology, man. They already have it. Lock, stock, and barrel, man. They're just waiting for the right time and the right crisis in order to implement this, man. You got to remember, these elites, these globalists have been working on this plan for centuries now, man. And now they're at the point to where they have the technology to where they can do it. Now, it's not going to be perfect. You know what I mean? Of course, they're going to have hiccups and ups and downs and, problems. But the point is they do have the technology and the infrastructure to do it. Now getting the people to get on board and, having it run smoothly at first is always, something that you face when you're, bringing in a thing of, especially when they're trying to do it on a global scale, but they do have the platforms and the technology to do this shit. All right. Don't get it twisted. Don't fall for that whole we're working on it and it's in the works bullshit. All right. It says, I'm going to read a little bit of this. It says Chinese mega corporations to unleash new carbon footprint tracking technology. You see, because all of these nations that are on board, they're already implementing this. All right. China has already been doing this for a while now. And now America is ready to roll it out here. It says this carbon footprint tracker technology from China is designed to track and control every person's travel and consumption of food. Remember, buy or sell, which basically encompasses your everyday actions, living in any society, man. And they are going to have total control over it, man. And they're going to allow you to operate within that system. But you're going to have to get the Charagma. You're going to have to bow down and worship this man and his system and his technology in order for you to be a part of it, man. You see? It says consumption of food, energy, and other goods. To accomplish these goals of surveillance and control, the world elite would either have to, listen close, the world elite would either have to use injectable or implantable surveillance technology or reset the global economy with a digital currency that can track and restrict everyone's purchases and travel abilities. You see, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. And what does it say? They're going to have to use an injectable or implantable. Come on, bro. You know what that is. I don't have to, go into it anymore. I can close up this lesson right there. What shows you that the scriptures in this prophecy is 100% true, and it's on, and it's here, and they have the technology to do it. And one of the ways that they're going to do it, they are going to reset the global economy. They're going to do that. It's going to happen regardless. But the main thing is that you're going to have to take this injectable, implantable, Charagma, man. And that's the ultimate end game of what this NWO is all about. And that's what these devils at the WEF are meeting and talking about, man. How they're going to basically bring Revelations 13:16 to pass so that they can have complete and total control over every person on the planet and be God, man. Through their technology and AI, man, and being able to see, be able to know and understand every single thing about you, know what you're thinking, how, everything, man. You're not going to be able to move or wiggle around outside of their control, man. And that's what this whole thing is all about. It says this tracking technology can be adapted into vehicles to restrict a person's travel and interfere with their autonomy and freedom, you see? Because once you take that Charagma, you basically give up your rights to autonomy and freedom, man. You will be a digital slave in this man's system, all right? And if he wants you to work at a goddamn coal mine, guess what? You're going to go work in that coal mine. Otherwise, they're going to turn you off. They're going to turn off your Charagma. They're going to kill you and isolate you from the system, from buying or selling or eating, man. You see, and that's why, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we're like the hell with it, man. We ain't getting down with that shit. We're not gonna worship this devil and take his mark and enslave ourselves into his system, man. We're gonna trust and wait for the deliverance from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. But 2/3 of our people, they're gonna be overcame and overtaken through the chaos and the order out of chaos that this devil is about to bring. It says this tracking technology could be adapted into vehicles to restrict their person's travel and interfere with their autonomy and freedom. Individuals have already been primed to accept this technology due to their use of apps and devices that track and record their every move, purchase, and behavior. Yeah, it's called gradualism, man. And like I said, a lot of these people, like the article said, they're already primed and ready for it. But Esau is going to make sure that they're ultimately ready because he's going to starve them out. He's going to bring this famine. He's going to bring all of this chaos and lawlessness and allow these people to go buck wild and go crazy out here to where they're going to be begging for, the elite and the globalists to step in, with an answer, with a solution to stop all of this. And it's going to be through this beast system, man. And these people will ultimately be jumping over one another to take it, man. It says the Alibaba Group is behind the technology. This China mega corporation operates in a culture that doesn't respect human rights. The company has great leverage and would be able to implement these tracking systems with ease. The company could easily convince corporations around the world to apply the carbon footprint tracker technology and shame companies that don't go along as being climate change deniers. And they'll do the same with the people. You got these dumbass people who will sign on to it thinking that they're helping one another, that they're signing up and virtue signal, and then, come against those that has some sense and be like, you know what, I'm not going to take that shit. And they're going to blame you. Oh, you're the problem. Climate change. They're going to just shame you, man, and ostracize you, and it's just going to cause more and more of a division amongst these people, man. But the point being, man, I already made the point, man. All right. They're already, we can see how, these globalists and these elites are basically working to bring in the prophecy, man, to bring in this beast system, to bring in Revelations 13th chapter, man. And we can see it's being done through this World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab and all of them, man. So hey, man, we're in these times, man, and we totally see how Revelations the 13th chapter is about to be fulfilled, man, because these devils are going to come down with this thing. They're going to come down with this system, and they're setting up different scenarios and running plays to where they can be justified in bringing this and slapping that injectable inside of you people, man. So hey, with that, Lord willing, you were edified. Call hello Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And until the next one, shalom.